Hello there, this is DBT and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8. And today, we're gonna have a look at the new racing pass that just started, but also the treasure rush for the Lamborghini Autentica, as well as giving a shot to the cup that comes with it. It's gonna get interesting, we'll see how I do. But before I get into it, if you enjoy my content, you know what to do. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because doing these things help the channel to continue to grow, and in that way I can continue making this type of content for you. So go ahead, like and subscribe for some more Asphalt 8 right here. And alright, we're starting with a little bit of a race with the Bugatti 110 over here, just for the sake of having something moving at the start of this video. Now, if you already had a look at the racing pass, you already know why I'm using this car. Of course, it's because it's the main car featured in the racing pass. And maybe at some point I will do like a proper pro test of the car, but for now I just wanted to show it to you in a race because, hey, why not? And somehow I failed that perfect nitro, so that's no bueno, but we shall try nonetheless. Oh boy. Oh, he made a mistake? No, he's lagging, but I think I just overtook him. Come on, don't fail me, Bugatti. Let me do some flat spins for the nitro, and this might just end up working in my favor, because look at that. Oh yeah. The handling on this car is not great, but man, is it a fun car to drive, I'll tell you that. And with that, in our very first race over here, we're gonna get a first place. Beautiful. But alright, now let's have a look at the racing pass, because, well, we need to check what it's offering this time around. Now, as per usual, I switched to my beginner account over here so that we can see all of the vehicles offered in the racing pass. And as I always say, you know, I'm gonna be having a look at the premium rewards, for which you actually have to pay, which I believe is like $10 or $15 US dollars. So yes, as usual, I'm not trying to get anybody to spend money in the game. I'm just providing you the information as to what is offered and what I still consider to be one of the best bangs for the buck when it comes to this game. But anyway, as usual, on the left side, we're gonna have the free rewards, which I'm not gonna pay too much attention to because normally there's not a ton to talk about. And on the right side is gonna be the premium, or are gonna be the premium rewards. Now, right away, as I always say, one of the most worth rewards over here is gonna be the ultimate upgrade, which will allow you to upgrade any one vehicle from 0 to 100 by using this item. So that's pretty useful. We also have the bike, the Dodge Tomahawk, which actually for once, it does have a bit of a dual purpose. Because I've said it a million times, this is a very, very difficult bike to drive. It has absolutely horrendous handling, so yeah, keep that in mind. However, right now there's a cup, the Oktoberfest Cup, in which you can only use bikes. And well, if you have the Dodge Tomahawk, that is definitely a very powerful bike that you're gonna be able to bring in this event. Now, would I say that you should get this bike just for this event? Not really, but you know, just thought of mentioning it. From there, there's an outfit, we got some storage slots, also some direct upgrades, and let's just keep moving on. Page 2 is the normal stuff that you would expect, which is some upgrades, some currency, some parts, some wildcards. For page 3, it's basically the same. When we get to page 4, we get our first vehicle, which is gonna be the Nissan Fairlady Z, which is a Class C car of a maximum rank of 1411. I wish I could tell you what I think about this car, but I haven't driven it once. I have it, but not upgraded, so yes. I don't know, but there it is. I know that some people do like this type of car, so yes, I guess that is your opportunity. To be fair, this car has been relatively rare, so there is that. Page 5 is kind of the normal stuff that you would expect. When we get to page 6, we get another vehicle, this time around being the McLaren 570S. It's a Class B car that I have absolutely zero experience with. I also own it. I have not upgraded it, and therefore I have no experience with it, but yeah, there it is. A McLaren, in case you're interested. So given the rank of 1679, I wouldn't imagine that it's an amazing car, and you don't see it in multiplayer often, if at all. So I think my point stands still that it's probably not an amazing car, but yeah, no idea because I haven't driven it. In page 7, again, normal stuff. And finally, when we get to the last page, we get 3 vehicles. On the free side, we get the Class D completely free vehicle, which is the Kawasaki Z800. This is a bike of a maximum rank of 1223. Now, here's the deal about this. Just like many other bikes in the game, it doesn't fit properly in a bracket. The nearest bracket is the 1230, so this is underranked by a bit. Fortunately, it's not a ton that is going to be underranked, but if you do pro it out, or max it out, I suppose, do keep in mind that you're going to be at a small disadvantage. You could always MP tune it for a lower bracket, but you know, MP tunes are a bit of a topic of its own, so yeah. But that is the free vehicle this time around. I think it shows that GameLove has been focusing or paying more attention to the bikes lately, huh? But anyway, on the premium side, we got for the Class A vehicle, the Chrysler ME412, yet another vehicle that I own, but I barely ever drive, so I have no idea how this performs. Once again, because you don't see it often in multiplayer, I don't imagine that this is going to be a particularly amazing performing car. But yeah, that's your Class A car in the racing pass. And finally, like I mentioned earlier, the main car for this entire thing is gonna be the Bugatti Cento, the HE Class S car of a maximum rank of 1861. A very good car in the game with really good acceleration, heavy handling, but in general it is a car that definitely can bring you some W's, and well, it do be a looker. Listen, I'm not a huge fan of Bugatti overall, but this one I think looks pretty nice. So yeah, those are the main rewards, or I guess the entirety of the rewards on the Racing Pass. As I said earlier, I'm not trying to convince you to spend money in the game. It's just that I think that given the price, which again I believe is $15, it depends sometimes. But still, getting the ultimate upgrade, getting a bike, getting storage slots, which, you know, are quite valuable, a bunch of upgrades, as well as some cars that, while they may not necessarily be the best cars out there, this is going to give you 4 cars, Class C, B, A, and S, as well as the upgrades, all of that stuff. So in general is what I think kind of is worth the price. And if you saw that I switched to my other account, it's because I suddenly got an ad in my other account, so yeah, whatever. Now let's talk about the treasure rush for the new Lambo in the game. Oh my god, I am so excited. No, I'm not really, but hey, it's a new Lambo, so let's have a look. It is the Lamborghini Autentica, and well, there it is. Now, once again, I think I mentioned this before, but I really wish that instead of the Autentica, they had brought the Invencible, which is basically the same car, but instead of being a roadster, it is a coupe, and it actually has a wing on the back. So I would have preferred that one, but hey, once again, this is not a bad looking car or anything. So yes, now how does it perform? Who knows? But it's a Class S car, maximum rank of 1861, and oh boy, would I like to add it to my collection, but you know, being Treasure Rush, to this day, I have never once won a Treasure Rush by virtue of just random luck or getting enough points through dices. So yes, I'm gonna be trying obviously to acquire this car and hope to get a bunch of points and unlock it, but I'm being realistic here and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it. So yep, that is gonna be another case where another Lambo will, you know, have to wait until it eventually shows up in any other way that it doesn't cost $150. That being said, there is currently a cup for this car. You will find it over here, the Lamborghini Auntentica Cup. And over here, we're gonna have a chance to actually drive this car. Now, let's have a look at the car with the product stats. Obviously, I already have the boosters on, so that's why it shows that. But colors. Now, the default color actually looks pretty alright. Actually, for some reason, I do like it more how it looks here than in Asphalt Legends. Over here, it's a more solid colors. In Asphalt Legends, for some reason, the reflections are kind of weird, so whatever. But it looks kind of dope. We can also paint it. Well, can I zoom this out? No, I can't. Maybe if I do it like this, first like this, zoom out, go back, and then colors. Is this zoom out? No, it's still not. Okay, whatever. So yeah, the main color, then we have it on red, we have it in beautiful orange, we got it on white, and on yellow. Now, the only thing is that in the main color is where you get these cool accents, this green, more like yellowish lines over here, also on the splitter, you know, on the diffuser back here, also in the little fins, and all of those little details. All of that gets lost once you change the color to another one, but hey, I still appreciate the fact that there's all the colors, because you know that I like having options when it comes to colors in this game. Now, let's have a look at the cup itself, because I want to see what are the rewards. Now, let me switch to my other account just in case there's anything that doesn't show in this one. And alright, I just checked, but yeah, there's no difference. So, let's have a look at the overall rewards. You got the main rewards over here, but not the main, but you know, the easier ones to get by finishing a race, distance, and whatnot. These are gonna be 10-minute boosters, plus... No, I clicked on the wrong thing. Plus a little bit of tokens. 10 tokens, I mean, it's not a lot, but hey. On the other rewards for the percentage on which you finish, we got general stuff, right? At 35%, we get 175 tokens. At 15%, we got 450,000 fusion coins, which is pretty decent. And at 5%, you get 3 upgrades for Class A. Kind of funny because this is a Class S vehicle, but hey, whatever, it's fine. So those are gonna be the rewards. Now, by now, I don't know how many people are playing, but... Well, obviously, I haven't played one, so I don't know. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one very mid attempt with the car just to see in what position it gets me. And then I'm gonna do another couple of attempts where I actually try to get a good result. So, let's get into it. Now, do keep in mind that because this cup is pretty new, there's probably not going to be a ton of people who have been playing it, so the results, even if you get a not necessarily amazing result, it'll probably improve a little later on once more people get to play it and whatnot. As you can see, I'm barely using any nitro. I'm trying to make it into a very awkward, not particularly good lap, just to have an idea where a very mid, not good lap is gonna get me. You know, just so that you have an idea. And by the way, I'm not saying that you personally watching this video are a mid player. All I'm saying is that for anybody that is wondering like, man, I don't have the best skills, how far could I make it in here? Well, let's have a look. But once again, because it's very new in the life of this event, or rather, let me try that again. Because it's very early in the lifetime of this particular event, not a ton of people are playing just yet, so results may vary. But all right, that was a very lap. And all right, I don't know. If I were to guess, given that by now it's been what, like well over 12 hours since this started, I'm gonna say this puts me in 15%, maybe? All right, it's time for truth. 15% is my guess. Where am I? I am in, Jesus Christ. 23%, all right. No, I was a little bit too, hopeful on that. All right, so 23% with 3,300, 3,300 player. Let's round this to what? 20%, round it down to 20%. So that means about 15,000 people are playing this cup right now. You know that by the end, when this cup is going to be ending, it's going to be way over 50,000 players, maybe approaching 100,000 in the best case scenario. So yes, this, like I said, is not exactly telling just yet of what is going to be your actual position when you do it. But regardless, now let me actually try to get a good lap and see what I can do. And by the way, my first note about this car is at least it does have the V12 engine sound. So there's that. Which is not too difficult to do given that Gameloft, historically speaking, has given so many Lambos this engine sound. Well, is this the better route? I don't even know if this is the better route. I never really studied this track. All right, I'll tell you, the triple tap nitro is not fantastic. That doesn't seem to be doing amazing, but okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try something fancy over here. No, you know what? I'm gonna try it very straightforward. I mean, this is as good a lap as I can do in a straightforward type of lap. For the next attempt, I might do a little trick that I learned some time ago. Here, let me drop down. And here we go. All right. Whoa, that punch drift did not seem to work. All right. Whoa. Triple tap. Yeah, the triple tap doesn't seem amazing, but there you go. All right, that was a more decent lap. I don't think I made any huge mistake. But again, given that it's early in the event, I'm gonna say this puts me at 10%. I'm gonna go with 10%. And before it's 15, this one. Yeah, this is fine, whatever. 7%, all right, look at that. All right, and like I said, let's say that I don't play this at all. I leave it at exactly this same lap time. Probably towards the end of this event, I'm still gonna be in higher than 7%, maybe like 5% or something like that. Because again, the more people that play, the entire thing gets padded out. And you know, if you have a decent lap, there's a very big chance that a lot of people are gonna be doing a worse lap than you. So that's gonna push you upwards a little bit. Now I haven't hit the 5% just yet, so let me do one more attempt. The real question is, can DBT hit 5% over here? I don't know. I'm gonna try one trick. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off because sometimes I fail it. Very often I fail it, but I shall. Oh, come on, no! That already messed it up. Jesus Christ, I was trying to steer away from them, but okay, whatever. Still, let me try. I want to show you the trick that I want to do, but again, I'm not very sure that I'm gonna be able to do it. So I go up here, then over here. Wait, I did that completely wrong. Okay, I'm out of fuel. I think I'm gonna spend some tokens on refueling and try it once again. 59 tokens. Okay, fine. I'm starting to question myself as to whether or not that trick is possible. Did I dream it? No, it can be done, right? It certainly was not in Asphalt Legends because they added this track in Asphalt Legends, though I gotta admit it, I don't like it because it's super gray. It's overcast. Over here, the sunset is beautiful. The colors are great. But in Asphalt Legends, they made it into an Jesus Christ, into an overcast map, so I don't like it. All right, here we go. So there we go. I don't remember when to drop. I swear I didn't dream it. All right, I think this can be done. You're probably, if you're a more experienced player than I am, you're probably laughing at me right now like, Jesus Christ, look at DBT and skill issue. I know, all right, it's fine. Listen, I do this for the common player, all right? Those of you alien players over here doing amazing, great. Well, you know, I represent the people, the average people. So yes, I champion them. All right, let me try this again. Come on, DBT, don't mess it up, man. Here we go. There we go, I got it. All right, so that is something that you can do. Is it gonna help? Yes. A lot? Probably not, but you know, it's still worth a shot. Well, I didn't mean to bounce like that, but okay. All right, so I will definitely not be able to give you right now an idea as to whether or not the car performs good, bad, or what, but at least I'll say it doesn't feel bad. I think it drifts okay. Now, did this actually improve my time? I don't know, because I don't remember what was my lap time in the last submitted one. But let's see. And the answer is, I was in 7%. I am now in 5%. Let's go. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it definitely improved it since this already put me in 5%. So there you go. I guess you can say that this is a reference lap when it comes to how to do it. I'm just seeing who else is over here. See if I happen to spot a rumor or somebody, but it doesn't seem to be the case. It's fine. But yeah, there you have it. Again, it's a bit of a reference lap, if you will. Again, not necessarily the best thing out there when it comes to performance, but you know, that's my skill level. All right, but if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you want to get a heart and a pin, the key phrase for today is going to be a new Lambo that DBT won't be able to get anytime soon. Sad face. First person to post it gets a heart, a pin, all of that good stuff. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.